How do you calculate your taxes in retirement? Part 2. So welcome to Heritage Wealth Planning YouTube channel, my friends, the place you come to learn about your taxes in retirement. And we're going to pick up right where we left off. So last time we had a Social Security of $30,000, IRA of $15,000, tax exempt interest of $10,000, and we're married filing jointly. We'll just say 66 years old for both couples. And they had negative taxable income of $7,600. So the first thing that comes to me as a financial planner is, how do we use this negative taxable income to offset some future IRA distributions, which will certainly be subject to taxes, if not as a married filing jointly unit, but to a widow. So let's dive right into this here. So the first thing I say is, well, let's do $25,000. We'll say we'll take $25,000 as a IRA distribution and convert it to a Roth. All right, so now what we're going to do, again, we got to figure out our provisional income. All right. Actually, let's do 10,000 because there's a nice round number, 10,000. I can quickly calculate in my head the taxes that come from that. All right, so we got Social Security of $30,000. We take half our Social Security, which is $15,000. We take all of our IRA income, pension income, doesn't matter. In this case, it's going to be $25,000 because I'm taking what we had before plus another 10 to do a Roth conversion. So we have IRA equals $25,000, and then we have our tax-exempt interest of 10, TE of 10. Now, Josh, you don't use tax-exempt interest. This is the same joke I just used, so humor me and laugh if you would. You don't use tax-exempt interest in your calculation of income tax. That is correct, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you don't. But you do use tax-exempt interest in your calculation of how much taxes you owe on Social Security. That's a fact. And your Medicare premiums too, by the way. It's crazy. All right, so now we got 15 plus 25 is what, my smart folks? 40, that's right. Plus 10, that's $50,000 is our provisional income, $50,000. So now what we got to do is we got to figure out how much of that is taxed. All right, 32,000 to 44,000, and anything above 44,000. So here we got 50,000. The first 32,000 is not subject to tax. The next amount from 50,000 minus 32 leaves us $18,000 total, which means 12,000 of that is subject to tax. 12,000 is taxed at half of that. You times that by 50%, which is $6,000. And then you got 50,000 minus 44 equals $6,000, which is 85%, which is $5,100. Now, it's not because I know that so quickly. I've just done this calculation so many times. I know exactly what it's going to be. So we have $11,100 is our taxable Social Security. Taxable SS. That's our taxable Social Security, $11,100. So remember that. So here, we're going to do tax SS, $11,100. All right? So with me so far, so let's keep banging on here because we got a lot to accomplish in a short amount of time. All right, so $11,100 is our taxable Social Security. What we got to figure out next then is our AGI, Adjusted Gross Income. Again, if you haven't watched this in my first video, watch it because it'll help you figure it out, but this will be just as fine too. So now we got to figure out what our AGI is. If I can find my trusty old pen, here it is. Our AGI, Adjusted Gross Income. So what we do is we take our taxable Social Security, all right, taxable SS, all right, so $11,100 is our taxable, that doesn't look very good, does it? Let me do that again. $11,100 is our taxable Social Security. There we go. I need to get a drier rag there. AGI, taxable Social Security, $11,100. Now we can take all of our other income, but we aren't going to take our tax-exempt interest this time. So we're going to take our $15,000 IRA distribution plus the Roth IRA distribution, which is $25,000. IRAs, $25,000 total. We add those two guys together, and even me in my head can say $36,100 because I did not take Common Core math. I was able to figure that on my own. That is our AGI, $36,100. All right, so now we got to figure out how much tax we pay on that amount of money. The first thing we got to do is our standard deductions, which is $26,600. How do we get $26,600? Because if you're married filing jointly and you're over the age of 64, both couples are in this case, you have $26,600 of standard deductions, $13,300 to be precise per person. Now we take our trusty calculator, because I'm not going to be able to figure that out on top of my head. So I say 36,100 minus 26,600. That means we have taxable income of $9,500. $9,500 are taxable income. So, anything jump out at you? We took a $10,000 IRA distribution. Before we did that IRA distribution, we had negative taxable income of $7,600. So you would think if I took a $10,000 IRA distribution and I offset that by my negative taxable income from before, I should only have $3,400 of taxable income. You would think, right? Again, we had negative taxable income, $7,600 before I filed my 1040. I said to you, wait, let's take an IRA distribution, do a Roth conversion to take advantage of that negative taxable income. And you said, that's great. What if we did $10,000 of a Roth conversion? That'd only make our taxable income $3,400. And you'd be wrong. Our taxable income is actually $9,500. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. We had negative taxable income before. We took a $10,000 IRA distribution, a Roth conversion, and we still have taxable income of $9,500. How can that possibly be? What happened to our taxable income, our negative taxable income? And this is where the Social Security system is screwed against the people on the lower income thing. You are now paying twice. You're paying for a more increase in your Social Security taxable income. Remember, we had taxable Social Security income before of $4,000. Now we got taxable Social Security income of $11,100. So that $10,000 extra of IRA distributions increased our Social Security taxable income by $7,100. That $10,000 IRA distribution increased our taxable Social Security by $7,100, almost triple. $10,000 more of distribution, almost a tripling of our taxable Social Security amount. That, my friends, is a fact. You can't argue that. That's exactly what happens, which means even though we had negative taxable income of $7,600 before and we're taking $10,000 out, it's not a dollar for dollar. $10,000 is not minus $7,600 to give you a taxable income of $3,400. The reason for that is because our taxable Social Security has almost tripled with a $10,000 IRA distribution. So we have $9,500 of taxable income. Now that's only going to be taxed at 10%. So it's $950 of income tax. That's not a huge amount. But remember, before we had negative taxable income. Negative. Now we don't. Now we got positive taxable income, almost a dollar for dollar for how much we took out from our IRA, which means that we're going to pay $950 of taxes total. Again, that's not a huge amount, but it changes the complexity of the tax code remarkably for those in the lower to tax brackets. And that, my friends, is how the taxation of Social Security can really, really come up and bite you in the butt. Now, with that said, if we didn't do the Roth conversion, we had no taxes because we had negative taxable income. But because we did the Roth conversion, we have $10,000 more of taxable income. But it's actually not just $10,000 more of taxable income. It's how much more? We had negative $7,600. Now we got positive $9,500. So now we got 76 plus 9,500. Now we got $17,000 more of taxable income with a $10,000 IRA distribution, my friends. That's the tax code. We've increased our taxable income not by 100%. We increased by $10,000. We increased it by $17,000 for taxable income because we had negative before. Now we got positive. That's the tax code. I can't explain enough. Now we're not done yet. It's going to get worse too. So just keep in mind as you become a widow, I'll show you here. So thanks again for subscribing. Don't forget to put comments down below. Comments, questions, concerns, always put them in there. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Stay tuned for part 3 when I show you what happens to a widow. See ya.